Thank you very much. Thank you for coming to this number 6 meeting. I'd like to welcome everybody, our CEO, Tony Guerreri. Tony?
Thank you, Joey. What a great job, everybody. Joey, you're awesome, always bringing the whole team together and bringing everybody on their feet and excited, and you do that so well, Joey. Thank you, Joey. Thank you to Joey and the Party Rockers. Woo! Great job. Wow, I just want to say, this looks amazing, doesn't it? I mean, we have an amazing team who put this all together. So from Joey and Michael to Angela and Ammon and Ross and a few others who made all this possible, and John Lorendi and a few others. I hope I didn't miss anybody. But we have Ammon and everybody on the team, which is remarkable. We have an amazing production team here with us today. Yay to the production team. Put your hands up. Woo! And amazing production team. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is our 6th All Hands meeting ever. I want to welcome you to an incredible event. I am so proud, so honored to stand in front of you as leader of this organization, as the CEO of this company, and share with you of all the great things that we have in store for you today through this presentation. And I want to make one thing clear. This is great because of all of you. Really get it's all because of all of you, and this will prove it. What we're going to be sharing with you today will be a proof, a testament to what you guys do every day. We just put it in pretty pictures and make it visible for everybody to see. So without further ado, I want to kind of set the tone for the agenda today and tell you how it's going to look like. So some of the things we're going to be talking about is why Roma? Why would someone select Roma? Why have you all chosen to be with Roma? And that's one of the things that I want to make crystal clear so that both you, our partners, our suppliers, everybody gets a clear picture of why. So we'll get through that. And then what we want to talk about a little bit is some operation updates and some finance updates from the amazing Joey Tolata and Michael Pilata. Will be sharing those for you. And then we got some great updates on culture, which is incredible, and exactly what's happening at Roma. And one of the terms we always use is what's happening, right? You guys have seen that in the halls? Great. So we're going to be sharing about what's happening, and then the lovely Ammon will be sharing, our people manager here will be sharing, who's joined our company, what are we doing from the people perspective in our company. She'll be sharing that, along with some acknowledgments, and then we have a few treats in store for you for sure. So ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I just want to welcome you to our 6th All Hands meeting ever. Sit back, enjoy, and for all our partners and friends online, thank you for joining us today. Sit back, enjoy the coffee and refreshments and Timbits and whatever else we have here for you today. It's going to be a wonderful ride. So let's just begin the presentation with a little note from Paul, right? That's a great picture, isn't it? You all may recognize him. This is Paul Spiro in our logistics department, and Paul was gracious enough to be one of our actors. And great job, Paul. Thank you. So one of the questions that I want to ask everybody, or that I have asked everybody, is why Roma? Why have I selected to be here at Roma? Why have you all selected to be here at Roma? And why do our partners, why do our partners partner with Roma? And what we did a few months back, actually 2 months back, we sent out a survey to all our leaders in our company. And the survey was like this. It was very simple. Why would you personally, why would you purchase from Roma? Very simple. And then second to that question was, why would our customers purchase from Roma? Pretty simple, right? Yes? Pretty simple. So simple enough, I got some great answers. And here are the answers. So some of the answers we got was quality. Roma has the best quality, and yes, we do. And Roma has remarkable service. Customer service in the house here? Everybody? Great. And that goes for everybody. We are all service, by the way. Great design product. Yes, I would say we have one of the best design products in the industry, if not the best. We have the great products, from our amazing molding to photo frames to mirrors and the various product lines that we carry. And then last but not least, and something that's one of our biggest components, is our Made in Italy promise. Today I stand before you with our whole repertoire of products are all continuously made 100% made in Italy. We've never steered from that from day one, and that's a promise we continue to make. However, all those are really great. These are all really, wow, it's big. So these are all really great, right? But they're not why people buy from us. This is what we do as a company. This is the what or the how we do it. But it doesn't really answer why. Because as many of you may think the why is for all these, it really isn't. And what I'm going to be doing throughout the presentation is I want to share with you exactly why you buy from certain companies and why, or partner, or why you partner and buy from another company. And I'll give you that example later on. So I just want to press pause, and I want you guys to just sit with that question for a while. So moving along in our presentation, I want to share with you our mission statement. And a mission statement for all of you is a statement of the purpose of the company or organization. Very important. And our mission statement, ladies and gentlemen, because of all of you, is so clear. I mean, there's not even a doubt what our mission is. So our mission is to move, inspire, and wow. And what that means is everything we do, we move. It's like we move mountains to get things done, whether it's to get that chop out on a Friday night to a customer or that, that delivery on Saturday. We move things forward. We change things. And that's very important for any company that wants to go to greatness. Second of all, we inspire. Some leaders lead and some leaders inspire. And when I look around the room here, I see so many inspirational leaders that I'm inspired when I look at you, at what you do every day, because you guys are great at what you do. And I'm really clear, without all of you, I wouldn't be who I am today. So I'm really proud of that. And that just trickles down in our leadership in our company. So moving forward, company culture. All of you know I love company culture. And company culture is a group of people brought together around a common set of values and beliefs. And something at our company that we've always done, is that great? Is that great? Thank you. So something that we've done at our company from 1 year ago today is clearly transform a company culture. Is it complete? No. Is it ever going to be complete? No. But what we've done is we've created something really special here, something that we cherish and we, which is the backbone of our company as to why people do what they do at this company. It's really about the culture of the company and the people. So moving along, we have our core values. And all of you know our core values are the guiding principles. So our core values are the guiding principles of how an organization conducts themselves in the world. And with the help of all of you, it was about a 4-month process. It was an excellent process. I learned a great amount of information. I really got to know each and every one of you on a very personal level, because you were all gracious enough to send in what you felt are your values, your morals, your beliefs. Because really, I can't sit up here and say our company core values are A, B, C if they're not made up of all of your values. So what we did is, after that whole exercise, about a 4-month process, we've created what we stand for as a company, our beliefs. And our core values have really set the stage for whether we hire someone, whether we terminate someone, whether we get a partner or not, or whether we release someone that's doing business with us currently or not. So sit back and enjoy the... Oh, okay. So what does this all mean? So that's for a different slide. So what does this all mean? You may be looking at me and saying, okay, but you started off with why, and then you went into your core values, you went into your mission, and you went into the company culture. But what does this all mean? That's a great place to be, by the way. And then obviously Paul's back, and Paul's probably scratching his head and say, I still don't really know why. Like, why Roma? So my goal here is to really explain why, like to give you guys a crystal clear picture as to why Roma, why do we wake up as a company. So one of the exercises I'm going to be using is from a gentleman named Simon Sinek, and I've used his logic, and he's really put this really great logic together, and he put it in a package called the Golden Circle. So here's the Golden Circle. Pretty, huh? Is that nice? So the Golden Circle really is 3 rings, starting from the middle and outward. So in the middle, in the nucleus of why companies exist, is the why. Why Roma, right? And then it goes to the how, and then it goes to the what. And really answering these questions really gives you clarity on why we exist as a company. Is it, why do we exist? To make profits. Yes, that's important, and I want to put that out there. But that's not the essence of why we're here. If we don't make profits, we won't be here together and working together. But that's not our why. Really get clear, that's not our why. And every company, by the way, it's not a secret, needs to turn a profit in order to pay all you lovely people, right? And our suppliers and our vendors, right? But it's not the why. I really want to get that clear. So the Golden Circle by Simon Sinek is really, it's a breakthrough a really breakthrough and a really great path into explaining good companies, how good companies operate. And good companies operate from the outside in. And there's a lot of great companies, well, good companies anyways. So good companies operate, so just so everybody's really clear, 100% of the people and the companies know what they do, right? We make molding, we make cars, we make VCRs, we make DVDs, we make iPods, whatever that may be. So 100% of the people, even in this room, know 100% of what we do here at this company. Would you all agree? Yeah. Yes, thank you. Some of the people know how. Some of them. Not everybody, and some of them know how. But very few know why. And this, by the way, goes for leaders as well. Great leaders in great companies operate in this manner. Now, these are good leaders, and I'll get to the great leaders. So, great companies, ladies and gentlemen, great companies go from the inside out. So they start from the inside and go outward. So what better way to explain this than to use a real live company that's out there today, other than ours, because I'll do ours second. So one of the things we do here is, so I'm going to explain a company that you all may know and that I may have talked about before, and that's Apple Computers. So I'm going to use the example from Apple, but I'm going to start from the good side. So from a company from the outside in. So Apple's what is, we create great computers, right? Would you disagree? Right? We make great computers. They're user-friendly, they're fast, and they're great designed. Want to buy one? Not that inspiring, is it? Not very, is it inspiring? No, does it make you want to run and go buy one? Probably not, right? And so Steve Jobs, the late Steve Jobs, understood that. And as a great leader, he really rallied his team around understanding the purpose of why they exist, like why they take that extra chop and bring it to a customer. Why, when they're cutting the boxes and labeling it, they put it in the right area. It's not because we're just a molding company. And I want to explain that. So how Steve Jobs has done it is he's done it like this. Good morning, I'm Steve Jobs. We are a company, we believe as a company in challenging the status quo. We believe in thinking different. We make great computers that are fast and user-friendly and great design. We just happen to make computers. Want to buy one? So it's really changed the whole paradigm shift of companies. And some companies still continue to operate from good into the inside, but the great companies are really getting clear on the why they exist of a company. You know, Steve Jobs' why is that they challenge everything. That's their status quo. So they've rallied their people and they got really clear as to their why. And then what you attract are those people. You know, other companies like Dell, you know, every other, IBM, they all operate, they all make computers, but you would never buy an iPhone from them, or a phone for that matter, or you'd never buy Apple TV from a company like Dell. They're a computer company. Why would you do that? You'd never do that, right? But you do it every day. So I want to get really clear on people by why you do it, not what you do. It's really clear to get that. And I want everybody on our team to get that, because this is what we're going to be used going forward. We want to find the people that believe what we believe. We want to find the people that believe in our why, believe in challenging the status quo. Because if we operate from the what, if you do business with people that want what you have, you will not be successful. Because let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, they will drop you for $1. They will drop you maybe because you didn't do the chop perfect, or maybe it has a ding in it, or they didn't like the way Joey talked to them, or maybe Michael called them for money, or something of that nature, and it triggered that. But when you build solid relationships, solid partnerships, solid supplier-vendor partnerships, and when everything aligns, the why is so strong, it creates such an insulation that the what becomes insignificant. So today, yeah, we sell molding, but who knows what the future holds? So I just want to share that with you and get really clear as to the why. So company vision. A company vision is a clear, distinct, and specific view of human activities in the future and how those activities might be changed or made better. So a vision is actually something in the future that doesn't exist yet, and usually created from an executive team or CEO. And over the last 12 months, I've personally gone through a major transformation, looking at this entire team, really getting to know you guys on a different level than I've ever done. I've been here 12 years, but I tell you, in the last 1 year, in the last 12 months, I've learned so much from all of you, and I'm just humbled by everything you do and who you are as people. And let me share with you, the vision of our company is so clear. So here's a picture. So you may recognize this, right? So this might have some context into your life, right? So it's a vacation and they're in the beach and someone's jumping. And that's me, by the way, by my sister, courtesy. But I just thought it was so relevant. And I'll tell you why it's relevant. Because at that moment in my life, you know, what photography does is it snaps a moment. That moment is ingrained in my head forever. It's a feeling, it's an emotion. And that feeling that I got was an abundance of joy. It was abundance of happiness. I had everybody in my life there, my family, my girlfriend. Other than our dog, we had everybody there. But it's that feeling. Because you all have photos like this, by the way, on the beach. This just happens to be me because they want to use it. But you all have those photos. And they're photos of really true bliss, true bliss, true happiness. And our vision, I want to create a vision here at this company that I believe we are going to blur the lines between work and play. Like really blur them so that you don't know if you're working or you're playing, working or playing. And throughout the video, you'll start seeing whether we are working or we're playing. Because from afar, people have been always asking me, oh my God, I've been watching your videos, but do you guys ever get work done around there? But we do it and we're so happy. So when you blur the lines between work and play, what happens is total workplace happiness. And I want to stand here before you to say, I believe every person, every human being on this planet should have the right to feel like that at work. We're here for 8 to 10 hours a day, and I want you all to feel like that. So that's our vision for the future. Thank you. So I'd like to now pass the presentation on to Joseph Talata, our operations, our COO. Here you go. Oh, sorry.
Thank you, Tony. We love it when you start it so powerfully. It makes it easier for us to come up here, especially such a hard act to follow. Can I see a raise of hands of how many people have started a workout program here in their life? Right? Yeah, we all have. I have. And what's the first thing we do once we start working out? Well, other than complain, we start to measure our progress. We start to see how many push-ups we've done this week versus last week, any improvements, measure any trends. What I'm going to be speaking to you guys about is our return rate trend, and I want to share that with you guys in keeping with open, honest, and clear communication as our core values. This is something that we've kept internally as a management group and reviewed, but this is something that we're going to review as a company entirely. So our return rates, just to let you guys know, we're going to post these per warehouse and by department. Also, we'll have individual meetings on a weekly basis. It's important that we get the information and that we see the information, and you can see our trend. I'll explain that to you guys later. It's important that we see that and we're able to measure it, because what we're able to measure, we're able to improve on. And these rates that we're dealing with, our return rates, it's an entire company. And it's something that's extremely important to us, and it's extremely important to our customers. The less errors we make, the happier they are. The more we move, inspire, and wow them. So, with the help of my lovely assistant here on the return rate trends, I'm going to review January's through to, oops, sorry. My mistake there, guys. I'm very sorry. So our trend for January was 3.14% on the returns. Moving to February, we had a 5.40% return rate, which has gone up. We weren't happy about that. We investigated why, and we looked into the problem and adjusted that. You'll see in March, we went down to 4.71%. Again, still a high rate, and we're looking to improve that. Made some more adjustments, and by April, we hit 2.21%. Now, we're still not happy with 2.21%, and the reason why that's continuing to go down is we're closely monitoring the numbers, monitoring the return rates, much like you would, I said at the beginning, monitor your progress as you're working out. I'll use that example. So having looking at all the numbers, we've extrapolated everything that was sort of one-offs, because we need a goal. Just like when you're running, you need a goal. You want to hit 10 kilometers or 10 miles in X amount of time, so you set that goal. So after careful review, our goal for this year, with the help of my lovely assistant on the screen, is 2% on that. Sorry, I got to time that better. So 2% is a goal, and the only way we're going to get to this goal is with everybody's help. Again, we speak of teamwork and everybody working together, and there are times, and I know this company is great at it, that everybody helps each other. And that's what makes us different from every other company, and that's what's making us progress. So last meeting, you guys remember that in 2011, I discussed a 2 p.m. cutoff time in our Canadian warehouse. We did that in 2011. We went from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m., giving our customers an additional 1 hour. Thanks, Joe Faria, for that. An additional 1 hour to order a chopper length to get out the same day. Again, sticking with our core values, to move, inspire, and wow. We've wowed those customers. I'm very happy to say and pleased to announce that as of April 30th, our Los Angeles, Atlanta, and New Jersey warehouse are now on the same cutoff time. That's the first time in the company history that we've done this, okay? So I'd like to also extend a warm thanks to all you guys in Canada, Atlanta, and New Jersey for changing your lifestyle or your life and your schedule, because how we did this is we've created alternative work schedules, and we couldn't do that without you. Again, thank you for doing that for us, for supporting Roma, and for supporting our families. You guys have done a great job. Later on in this presentation, you'll see a screen where Tony's going to talk about goals, and I want to share 3 goals that we've created on an operational side, 3 main goals. And when we created these goals, we all sat around, myself, Ross, John Matthews, Al, and Barry, and we took a step back and we put ourselves in the customer's shoes, and we said, okay, as a customer, what would we like to see out of this company? What can we improve on? Again, this company is not a company that likes the status quo. We like to challenge it all the time. So our goals, our operational goals for this year, main one, is to, since we hit 2 o'clock cutoff time in Canada, we want to push it to 3 o'clock. Because again, challenging the status quo, improving, giving customers that extra service is what we're all about. Do we have all the answers on how we're going to get this now? No, but we will, okay, with some more tweaks and with your help. Our next goal is our join frames. Right now we're averaging 2 days in join frames, turnaround time production. We want to move that to a day and a half to give our customers a half day or half day extra to order our frames and get it out in that time. So that's another goal that we have. And the next big one we have here, which is monumental, is our corner samples to have a 5-day turnaround time. We're close, but we're not there. We're very close, but we're not there right now. I remember a year ago I sat with Tony and Michael, and we got our corner samples down to about 2 weeks, Tony, would you say? 2 weeks, a little over, and then we said, that's not going to work, because we want to be the best out there. We want to move, we want to inspire wow, and we want to make constant change here to better this company. So, having said that, we came up with a 5-day goal around, and we've made some tweaks on our departments, and we're going to continue to do so. You're going to see myself come through your warehouses, Michael, looking at certain processes and procedures from the simplest procedure to the most complex on how to improve efficiencies. We may be changing layout. So these are all things that we're going to be studying and looking at. And the best ideas, guys, come from you guys on the floor. You guys are the experts in what you do. You're the experts in joining the frame, pulling the length, pulling from overstock. So we're going to be counting on you and asking you some questions. Just to give you guys an update, last meeting I sat here and I said, everybody knows that's a barcode, right?
Yep.
Okay, I said we were going to implement or look at implementing barcodes for our company right across the board. And I'm just giving you an update and keeping with you guys clear, informed information. Michael and I and Richard Lemire had the privilege to go to a few companies supported by SAP and see how they use their barcodes within their production system. We've done that, and we've made our notes. We're also whiteboarding ideas right now, and we're going to open this up shortly to our managers and lead hands, and also you guys, to see if, how, where, and when we can implement this. So, having said that, I'd like to thank each and every one of you guys for your hard work. I'd like to thank Atlanta, New Jersey, and LA for continuous support. And I'd like to turn this presentation over back to Tony. Tony, thank you so much.
Great job, Joey. No, I need that one. Great job, Joey. Awesome. There's a lot of great things happening in the operations standpoint. Joey's always a very, he always, you do a great job, Joe, in sharing that information. But really, this team is up to so much. Those are maybe a few of the things, a handful of the things that are happening that Joey, instructed by Joey with his team, are making a huge difference. So let's just move a little along. Paul's back. And Paul's saying, what the heck's happening, right? Where's Paul? Paul, what's happening? So, woo, Paul, yeah, good looking guy, eh? Scruffy, I like that. So, look at those arms, eh? So, okay, so what's happening? So, my job here is to tell you what's happening. So before I tell you what's happening, I actually want to tell you what has happened in 2011. And that's very important, so you kind of get context as to where we are today. So 2011 looked like this. So our culture, and you may recognize this guy. This is Michael. Great acting there. And this is Michael in representation, but this was our culture. It was a culture of stress and a lot of work and no play and, oh my God, we got to get everything done. Oh my God, I don't know how to do this. Oh my God, I'm so checked out and I can't do this and I hate this and blah. That's kind of how it looked here at this company, and how a lot of companies look, by the way. This was our mission. We definitely were going somewhere. We just didn't know where we were going, right? The vision kind of, I don't know, it looks like Utah or the desert somewhere, who knows? But we didn't know where we were going. So that's the mission. Great mission. The mission is just go somewhere. That's kind of how we operate, right? Well, do we have difficulties? Oh no, we have no difficulties. That's our vision, by the way. We had no vision. So when you have no vision, you kind of are, kind of going dark somewhere, and you're going somewhere and you know where you're going, right? But all joking aside, we had no vision. And this was kind of representational of our core values. I'm going to list them starting from 10. Ready? Get your work done, get your work done. Did you get your work done? Are you getting your work done? Did you get your work done? Ross, did you get your work done? Get your work done, get your work done. And number one, is it done? Right? That's kind of how this company operated, right? Nothing wrong with it, but you don't produce great results and great people. And so for that matter, the result of something like that really is people resigning, right? And not resigning from a, hey, I resign, which has happened, but more from a standpoint of, I resign in my head. I'm checked out. You can't make me do anything. I don't want to do this. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know the vision. I hate the core values. All you want me to do is work. I'm tired. My kids are screaming. My husband wants me to cook. I got to do. So what happens? You resign, right? And then the result of that is we have zero goals. So we may have had goals, because I don't want to take anything away from anybody. We may have had goals. We just didn't know what the heck they are. So like anything in the world, if it's locked up in here, it doesn't create out here, right? And then, hear that? Those are crickets. Because we had no top performers, right? We weren't performing. So therefore, we had no top performers. And it kind of looked like when you're in the backyard and it's desolate and the crickets are rocking, right? That's kind of how it looked. And then the result is this. That's the result. Does it shock you? Hello? Does it shock you? No. No, it doesn't shock me. It doesn't shock me at all. Because that's actually what happens when the world works that way. So if you're checked out, resigned, have no core values, no vision, no mission, no values, no nothing, boom, negative 10%. And then we all look at each other, you should have answered the phone. And Joe, you should have got that chop out. And then everybody's killing each other, everybody's fighting, everybody's stressed out, and then the wife calls and you gotta do, and it's stressed out, right? But that's the result, guys. It's just simple, look. Pretty, isn't it? No, it's not pretty at all. So really get that if we do nothing different this year, guess what? It's probably gonna go even lower. But we didn't do that. And thank God we didn't do that, because we have an amazing team. We have a brilliant team. We have a team driven to change things. We have a we have a team driven to stay late at night till 8 o'clock to make these all hands meetings, to do the financials regardless of what time and effort needs to go in. Get that chop out, answer that last phone call, and do everything necessary to ensure our customer is happy. So let me share with you how our culture looks now. And this is our culture we have today, ladies and gentlemen. This is what we have. This is the fun we play with. Look at the passion in those faces. Look at the fun. That's what I'm talking about. Our mission is very simple. Very clear. Anybody can understand it. We move, inspire, and wow. And let me tell you, if you don't know it, come to my office. I'll really coach you along with it. But this is our mission. This is what we're driven to do. And I tell anybody when we have our presentations, our mission is this. And they kind of look at me. What do you mean? And then we explain, yeah, we move things. We inspire and we wow. That's what we hold each other accountable to. Furthermore, our vision. Our vision is so simple, where work and play becomes blurred. You know, oftentimes when I meet people today, I say, yeah, I got appointed CEO last year about 14 months ago. And I'll tell you, I can't believe they pay me to do this job. I feel like I'm retired. And I really took on in my life that I've retired, because I'm not going to wait to retire to feel happiness, because the outcome of a blurred work and play is eternal happiness, and every single one of you deserve to be happy every single day. And then our 10 Roma core values. Here they are.
Deliver wow through service.
Be real and live in integrity.
Be different, have fun, and deliver happiness.
Build a positive team and family environment.
Be passionate, committed, and driven.
Inspire innovation and drive change.
Be humble. Be creative, open-minded, and share ideas.
Deliver transparent, open, honest communication.
Love learning and pursue growth and development.
We have a hand of applause for the models. Great job, everybody. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Wow, that was beautiful. So I'm just so inspired by that. So these were our goals. So we created goals, and what better way to show you the goals than to actually show you the people writing the goals. So this is on time lapse, and these are our 2012 goals. Remember last year, we started with a big zero? Can you do that? We started with a big zero. And we're up to 15 right now. And there's I think, Joey or Michael. I can't really tell the two from the back, right? There's Jackson right there. He's writing out his goals for everybody to see. We're up to 27 now. That's Michael. You guys look so alike. I don't know what it is about you guys, but you look alike. There's Joanne with her goals for everybody to see. There's Lenny. The goals are up to 41. There's Joe. Way to go, Joe. There's Shawnee. Sean Danaher. There you are. And that is me right there. And what happens when you're done? You got to do a happy dance, right? 84 goals. Wow, that's amazing. And that's all because of you. I want you to get. This is all because you guys have moved things. You guys are enrolled in what we're doing. You're a part of this company. You want to see this good, and you're taking on your own lives. I want to acknowledge you all, leaders of this company, to take a stand, because to write your goals on a board and make them known for everybody to see, knowing that you may not hit that, is courage in itself. So I want to really acknowledge you all for that. A beautiful little girl there. So what she's looking at is our average retention rate. And our retention rate, ladies and gentlemen, I can tell you is through the roof. In the last 6 months, I've gotten more resumes either thrown to myself in my inbox or my LinkedIn or on my Facebook or through Ammon or anybody else in this organization. So within the last 6 months alone, I've got more resumes than in the last 6 years combined. They definitely are seeing what we're doing and want to be part of this organization. And that's a testament to all of you. Here's our top performers. Top performers? Okay. Jackson? There we go. Top performers. We're going to start from the left with Robert Havens at 77%, Dan Josephson with 17%, Brad Luderman, Doris Pontieri, Jeff Hubbleway, Bob Beatty, Rusty Joyosa, Jack Carpenter, and Michael Graves. Way to go, guys. Way to go. And I'll tell you, next year, this thing will be so full, we'll need another board to fit everybody. Awesome job. That's hard work, guys. This is a lot of hard work. That's not 8 to 5. That's just living life. These people blurred the lines. They don't know what work and play is. They just know what living is. They just do it because they love it. And that's where I want everybody to get to. Because when you get to a place where you don't know if you're working or you're playing, you just kind of do it. It's like waking up and washing your face in the morning. Many of us don't think about it, or else I don't anyways. But and it's kind of like what you just all did right now. You breathed. You didn't think, okay, hold on. Let me breathe in. Let me breathe out. No, you just do it. It's just second nature to you. And that's what I want this to become. I'm taking all you guys on in my life. I want you all to hit your goals. I want everybody to be sitting up here with great results and great goals, because that's important to me and important to our company. And right now we are at 12% growth for the year, ladies and gentlemen. You know, it's a lot prettier than that ugly -10, isn't it? Yes? Yeah, it is. It is. And ladies and gentlemen, that's a 22-point spread. Really get the impact. That's a 22-point spread in less than 1 year. 1 year. Our goal is 20%. And I got to tell you, I made the declaration in November, and I'll tell you, I never felt stronger about something in my life. I believe in every single one of you. And I believe I'm going to stand here with that number. That 1 won't be there. It'll be a 2, and I don't know what will be beside it, but it'll be a number bigger than 0 for sure. So we're going to be definitely looking at something bigger than 20% by the end of this year. So as you can see, it goes up. I love animation. And then we're at 20%, right? Okay, so how does 2015 look like? Because if anybody knows me, I'm always looking for the horizon and looking what's in the future. What can we expect? Really important. So this next clip will give you a little glimpse into how it looks.
Sorry for party rocking.
So those clips, okay, those aren't actually us. So we don't have a slide yet, and we don't have any polls or anything like that. So relax, HR. So, but they are coming metaphorically in some weird shape for sure. Those clips were actually courtesy of Google and courtesy of our friends there at Zappos who are watching live. I love you guys. Zappos! Thank you. And that's what you can expect for 2015, an abundance of fun. Because when you put 50 great people together, the result is just fun. It just becomes easy. It just, Doris comes in my office many times, and we have the pleasure of working together, and all you say to me is, this is so much fun. Oh my God, I can't believe this. I want to stay here forever. Can I sleep here tonight? It's that attitude, which is, I know you do. So that attitude is just infectious, and I love it. So kind of an overhaul glimpse. There's that nasty -10% for 2011. For 2012, we're right now looking at 12%. Our goal is 20%. And really, 2015, we could put any number. But I want to put a number of 50% growth for 2015. And what that means is we're going to be doubling everything, doubling our goals, doubling our output, doubling our happiness, doubling everything we do here at this company. And the reward to all that is that you guys also grow. You guys move. You guys are growing in your careers and earning more wages and getting bonuses, because that's what I want to do. That's what this leadership team wants to do. We don't want to sit in front of you saying, guys, got -10%. There's nothing here, right? And that's actually what happened. And I'm not going to stand before you with my name here with a -10%. So that 12% is going to be a lot higher than that. Okay, so this buff man here, I'm going to pass the presentation on to Michael, the marvelous financial Pilata.
Thanks, Tony. I'd like to say hi to everyone here as well as everyone watching abroad. Whew, what a presentation. I know finance is a little bit boring, so bear with me. Compared to Tony there, it's hard to keep up with that kind of show and that energy, but that's why he's in this company. It's great to have that energy there, and hopefully we can all jump on board and continue with that great energy. I'm just going to give a brief look at our finance team. Over the past month or so, we've made slight modifications to the team. We're looking at improving the team and making this finance team an amazing team. There we go. So let's meet those people behind the numbers, those individuals that have their heads down, scratching their heads, some of us with a little bit too much scratching, but that's okay. And looking at those individuals that day in and day out crunch numbers. As CFO, I lead that team. Day to day, we're reviewing the financials. We look at the financials on a monthly basis. We look to see where we stand as a financial company, our status, and I keep the executive team abreast of that status. And I'm proud to announce that Roma is strong and will continue to be strong. With me on the team, assisting me, we have Mary Malfara, our controller. Mary's been with the company for 25 years and plus, and she also reviews the financials on a monthly basis. She goes through all the analysis, the ratios. She helps out on all the special projects, and she works closely with the team to ensure that we continue to be a strong company. With her, we also have Rajesh Munjal, our accounting clerk. He's been with Roma for 4 years. He prepares the financials. He prepares the bank reconciliations. He follows the government filings. He also assists in the special projects with Mary. And we also have, we only have one Rajesh. There's only one of Rajesh. I like to have two of him, but there's only one. But we have Diana Tolada, our accounting clerk and payroll. And Diana's responsible for making sure our suppliers are paid on a promptly basis, taking advantage of discounts, also ensuring that expense reports are done on a timely basis. And as we all know, she's in charge of payroll to ensure that each and every one of us is paid properly and on a timely basis. Thank you, Diana. So what are we up to? Finance has a couple projects on the go. One of the projects we've been working on is we've been looking at customer base and our supplier base to ensure that any policy that we have is fair and equitable to both our customers and our suppliers. What I mean by that is we want to ensure that we grow as a company, but that we grow with our customers and our suppliers together, united, to make everyone strong. That's the only way we're going to do it. That's Tony's motto, is we have to work hard with both our customers and suppliers, ensure that we all prosper. One of the other major undertakings we've been doing this past month is our corner sample policy. Finance has been diligent working on numbers on our corner samples to the point where we reviewed production and we were able to make recommendations to assist operations to bring our lead times down from the 2 weeks that we had close to our goal of 5 days. And we will continue to review those numbers to ensure that our corner sample policy is the best policy in the industry. Currency, how currency affects Roma. We all know that we purchase our molding from Italy. And with the euro and the volatile of the euro, we ensure on a daily basis, myself with Mr. John Guerreri, we review the currency and the impact it has to ensure that there's a minimal risk to Roma. We're also impacted by the US and the Canadian dollar currency. And as well, on a daily basis, we're continuously monitoring it to ensure that the impact of the risk to Roma is very minimal. I'd just like to thank each and every one of you for your time. Stay tuned for our next all-hands meeting where I will bring to you our amazing accounts receivable department. Thank you once again. Back to Tony.
Thank you, Michael. Great presentation, and he's getting better every time. And I tell you, you're dressing more and more like Joey. I love it. You guys look awesome. Don't they look great? Thank you.
Actually, just one quick comment, because Tony did make the comment a couple meetings ago about me and Joey looking the same and dressing the same. Have you noticed what they're wearing? Have a look.
See? Joey look cool.
I made sure I called Joey this morning to ensure that he wasn't going to wear stripes, and he promised me he wouldn't, but I don't think he communicated with Tony.
Good. Good stuff. So this is the presentation that I love. I'm so passionate about culture. I want everybody to really get clear. Culture is everything. really culture is why we're standing in front of each other. And you know, there's two ways of building culture. One is the culture that you let just build on its own, and then one culture that you actually design. And cultures that are designed are much more effective, much more powerful, much more resilient, and the roots are very deep. So when you take, I remember sitting with Tony Shea, the CEO of Zappos, and what an amazing opportunity. And I asked him, I said, you know, what do you think about the culture, and how does culture really change things? He said to me, well, Tony, culture is everything, and culture really is what has set us apart from everybody else. And when you take a culture strategy, make sure you're in it for the long run, because if you're in it for a short jump, you're going to fail. Because culture, what it does is it really plants really thick roots. Like, give the metaphor of a tree. If you just plant it and then let it go. But this is, you plant it and you nurture it and you grow it and you give it the feed and the miracle grow and all that fun stuff. And it just grows and grows and grows. And it becomes so solid that no one's moving that tree later on. And that's what we're really building here at this company. So what have we been up to? We've been up to a ton of things. You all here know we've been up to a ton of things. And some of the things we've been up to, let me show you some pictures here. We've had, this is the lovely Michael Pacini, came from a former competitor of ours and now joined our amazing team. He's drinking some green beer, non-alcoholic, thank you HR, and with some glasses there, having a great old time there. Here's the team getting together. It was totally voluntary, of picking up trash around our building and around the neighborhood here to make our neighborhood a lot better as a place. We have various events like our Jays game. We had the Jays game, which was awesome. We all went there. It was a little bit cold, but it was still wonderful. Our autographing week that we had here, we let everybody autograph every catalog, molding catalog here, along with we've autographed it to our customers, which was really great. And there's Sammy always clowning around doing something, right, Sammy? And then we have all our various food events and potluck events and barbecue events. And just because of all these barbecue events, I just have to work out 3 times more, but I don't care because it's amazing, right? So before I call up Doris, you know, I wanted to look at, instead of me sitting up here, or Joey, or Michael, or Ammon, or anybody else from this company, I wanted somebody from our team to actually come up. And I asked a few people, and Doris was gracious enough to accept the opportunity to speak in front of all her peers and all her coworkers here, and just to tell us a story about how life was before she worked at Roma, and then how life was, or how life is right now working at Roma, but not from my lips, from Doris's lips. And just before I call her, I want to tell her how she got to this company. I got a call one day. It was hot. It was summer. I remember it was July-ish, if not late June or early July. I get a call from a customer of ours, Mark from Art One. Thank you, Mark. And Mark called us, and called me actually, and said, Tony, I don't know you. I heard about you, but I don't know you. But I want to call you because I have something I want to share with you. I don't know if you're hiring or I don't know anything like that, but you have an incredible person in the field who's not on your team, and the two don't go hand in hand. She's this incredible human being who, by the way, was in our industry just working for somebody else, who's in our industry just with the wrong company. That's all it was. It was a mismatch of companies. It was, you know, misalignment. Although Doris was doing relatively well with her last company, Mark at Art One said, you know, Tony, you need to call Doris. You need to speak to her. She is like Roma, true and blue. And lo and behold, I had seen Doris at one of our warehouse sales. So really get that she was a competitor of ours, buying our products at our warehouse sale and then putting them in our house. So if that's not a testament, I don't know what is. So I'm going to kind of step away. Doris, if you'd like to come up, please. Turn the mic on. This is the lovely Doris.
Thank you very much, everyone.
So Doris, thank you first of all.
Thank you, Tony.
Thank you for being here, and thank you for this opportunity to be with us and to speak on behalf of all your peers. I mean, this is really courageous coming up here, because I'm going to be picking some people, and you're probably like, don't look at me. But no, really, I really acknowledge you for coming up here and your bravery. And I want to acknowledge you for everything you do, both on the court and off the court. You're an amazing human being. We're really proud to have you here. And you're just an incredible human being. So go ahead and just enjoy.
Thank you very much, Tony. I appreciate those words. I have to tell you, what he said earlier is absolutely true. I love this place. I do sleep here. It's because they've got such comfortable couches. And I told him once, if you ever want me to leave, you're going to have to drag me out of here, kicking and screaming for sure. Yes, I'm the Western sales rep here for Roma Moulding, Western Ontario. And I love this job, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I'm also an artist and a mother. This is my beautiful daughter, Lily, and she's actually my pride and joy and my best friend, and I'm sure you all feel that way about your own family. About a year ago, actually, Lily and I were brought up in a very, very warm and loving, large family, and for the last few years, we've unfortunately lost many of our family members, most of them. And so we've come to just rely on each other, and it's been tough, but that's what you do. So about a year ago, when I got this call from Roma to come in and talk to them, I was very excited because, as he said, I love Roma products. It's just been wonderful for me because it's always my choice as an artist. So I started working here. It didn't take me long to figure out that this was not just an ordinary company with ordinary people working here. The culture of this place has changed my life. You've all changed my life. I feel now that I have that family that I've lost. It's meant more to me than I can tell you. It's so much fun being here. I love Mondays because Monday's my office day, so I come in here and I run around like an idiot with all my friends, and I feel like my brothers and sisters, and we're very goofy here, and yes, we do have an awful lot of fun. And I do tend to run around a little bit like an idiot sometimes, so I apologize for that. And I don't drink, but don't need to. But I'm also grateful to be part of the Roma Party Rockers, which is our cheer team. Yay, Rockers! We bring all kinds of fun to everybody with the help of management, and it's just amazing. And my daughter, luckily enough, was able to join us for an event a couple weeks ago with the Blue Jays, and she said to me at the end of the game, "Mom, I understand now why you love your job so much. These people are amazing. I feel so close and warm to them already." So that was a really big thing for me to have her accepted so well into this organization, and I really appreciate it. And I do know that we look like we always have fun. You guys look at the videos and the Facebook pages, and we do. There's no two ways about it. One time, a friend of mine told me, well, work is a four-letter word, and I said, yeah, it is, but so is play. And if you combine the two of them, you have the ingredients not just to make a great work life, but to make a great life. And that's what we have here at Roma. But when it comes to getting the job done, second to none, Roma, in this industry. I am so proud to work here and so proud to work with all of you. The team that is from the front door all the way to the back door in this place is astounding. As a salesperson, I'm sure Sammy will agree, my wonderful Sammy, who's taught me everything I know. I have to say that coming here and walking into a new client or a client that maybe hasn't seen a sales rep for a while or has some issues, I know that whatever they need, I can bring to them, and you will all back me. Every single department in this company is incredible. I like to say that our territory, that Western Ontario, is up 27% as of this morning. And that is not just frontline work. It has to do with all of you guys. So congratulate yourselves and pat yourselves on the back, because it's because of you guys that this happens. Another thing I love to do is travel, and this is my beautiful town, which I love. It's not my town, but I've adopted it. It's a little town in Italy, in Tuscany, called Barga. I spent some time there, and I just love it. While I was there, I learned to love and appreciate the Italian-made products even more. This was long before I came to Roma, but the passion and emotion that's put into everything that's made in Italy is so astounding, and that's what we do here. That's what we sell. And to bring that to the masses is just, and be the only one who does that, is just so incredible for me. I love my job and I love what I do. And to me, I have always said, I want to frame my art with art. And that's what Roma is. It's art around the art. So working here is just been an incredible experience. In my art career, I've had great successes, and I'm very lucky. But recently, I've had an incredible honor bestowed on me. Along with 11 other Canadians, I've been chosen to represent Canada at the Louvre in Paris in December. Thank you. Canadian delegation, and it will be a 4-day show with many thousands and thousands of people coming through. And it's the painting that the Louvre chose actually is a very important piece to me. It's a piece that is representative of my past with my mother. We used to ride horses, and that piece was developed through the memory of her. And she taught me a lot about art and about love and about life, and I know that if she were here right now, she would be incredibly proud. And I'm just proud to represent this company with so many great artists. Another thing that I just found out this... Thank you, Tony. Thank you, everyone. And I will say that I just found out this morning, I've got a call from the Canadian National Exhibition, and they have requested the piece to be on display for 18 days for over 1.3 million people to view this piece. So that's really exciting. And I wanted to thank you all very much for the support you've given me since this has happened. And I want to spend a very, very special thank you out to John Guerreri, who was so kind in framing this piece for me in my absolute favorite molding from Roma Tabacchino. He was very kind and sweet. Thank you, John. I love you. And again, thank you all to my new family. I love you all. Tony, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Doris. Give me a hug. Thank you, Doris. Thank you. I need my clicker. That was wonderful. If we could just give one big round of applause for Doris. Thank you, Doris. That was awesome. So that was incredible, wasn't it? I mean, we have a famous artist on the team with us. She's up 27%. She's on fire, and she's just getting started. So moving along, I just want to show you guys a day in the life of Roma. So for all of you who don't get the pleasure to walk in our halls, don't get the pleasure to sit in our lunchrooms, don't get the pleasure to come to all our events, are not on Facebook and YouTube and live stream and whatever the case may be, if you're not, we got something in store for you. So watch.
Thank you for choosing Roma. Jennifer speaking. How may I help you?
Are we connected? Yes, we are. We are live.
Why are you making me laugh? Vicky? Okay, wait. I want the same thing again.
Oh, I was going to say.
Jersey rocks! Don't forget to watch the Jersey Shore.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay, hi, this is Jose. I'm going to look at my legs.
Go. Keep going.
Hey, how's it going? Just training.
You're still training him?
No, I'm not training. He's doing awesome.
You cuff your coconut. I love you. Yeah, just leave them over his neck.
Can you give us a blue steel?
How are you doing today?
I'm fantastic.
Tell me what you're doing.
I'm sitting with... Who am I sitting with? She's not here. Because the doctor is in.
Oh, hi, Lenny. I just wanted to stop in and say hi and see how things are with you. You know, it's always nice to be, to be a acquaintance with you and so on. Do you want to say anything?
All right, guys. Apologize. I couldn't be there. No, I don't want to apologize. Hey, everyone. Sorry I couldn't. No, I'll say it again. All right. You're not using this as bloopers. There's no way.
Great job to the team, isn't it? So this is kind of what happens in the life of Roma, and we have to shorten that, but we probably have like 2 days of footage because this is a crazy, wacky place. And this is what really brings joy into the hearts of everyone here and to our customers. Believe me, when they come here, they're like, "Oh my God, I never had a thought in my mind that it would be like this." And you guys all make this place really great and really fun. So what are we working on? That's always important. So we're working on like 100 things, and I can't share everything with you because we don't have enough time. And John Lorendi always tells me, "Tony, this week we have 54 new items and 64 new items and 74 new items." But the fact of the matter is we're working on a lot. And all the various departments are working on what they need to be working on. And so one of the things we're working on, a high-level thing which I want to share with all of you, is that we're working on a phase 3. So for those of you who are just viewing right now, phase 3, we did a phase 1 and phase 2 of our office reorganization. So the project is called Open, Fun, and Happy. And really what it is behind me, it's our screenshot of our first floor, or second floor actually, in our Toronto facility. So this is our office facility here. And I want to just explain to you what this means and what we're doing. Our whole goal here is that we're all open. I don't believe in offices, and a lot of you who know me understand that. Offices, one thing offices have is walls. And walls create barriers and create me against you. And it doesn't have the communication flow or anything of that nature. So we're breaking every wall down here in this company. So I want to start from, left to right, or my right to left. And in here, this is where the lunchroom was, again, second floor. Where we had a small little crammed up lunchroom. And today what we have is what we call an employee lounge. So we're going to be having an employee lounge here with some high-rise tables, maybe some TVs. We have our Roma library will be housed in there, along with a little couch and sofa area where you guys can all sit and enjoy yourselves. Here is our customer care area. And one of the changes we made here is we've actually turned around some of the desks here, and that was made by the people, which is great. So they're kind of facing each other, really great. And then here's our AR team, our amazing AR team. So this is kind of like Thunder Alley here. For those of you who like NASCAR, it's Thunder Alley. And what I love seeing is we throwing things at each other, or we don't even need the page anymore. We're just like, Joanne, where's Joanne? Joanne, you here? Oh, she's upstairs. Okay. So Joanne, I need something, or Joe, I need something, and it's just very easy. As we come along, we may be sitting in this area here, me, Angela, Joey, and a few others, maybe in this area of the vicinity. So where Ammon's office was here, this is our HR office, and then this was Mary's office, and this was Joey's office. So we're wiping those completely gone, so there will not be 3 offices there. This will now act as a hallway, as a gateway into the second section of our office. We want everything open. And around the stairwell here, this will be a half wall and that will be a half wall. So you can typically see all the way around the stairwell, where now there's these huge walls and you can't see. And I'm just trying to talk with engineers if we can install a slide or something. I don't know, I'm just joking, but something along that line. So again, here's the marketing supply room. So what better place to put marketing is put them right there. And I'm sure, believe me, they're noisy enough and loud enough, and we'll all get to hear them and play with them, because this will be open, so it'll be great. Moving along, there will be IT. We have inventory, who's right here. This will be an open bullpen area with some whiteboards, and there we'll have purchasing, so logistics will be there. In the corner on my top right are 2 areas. One's going to be a huddle room, so anybody has a little huddle or wants to get together with their team or has some coaching to do, you go in the huddle room. And in the other room will be a high-rise, high-rise meeting conference area. So those will be for your privacy, and you can use this at will. One thing that I haven't placed on here is we're also, like, all day, every day, analyzing our production areas, our warehouses. And the majority of you sitting here are from our production area. And I want to tell you that there's not a day that goes by that we're not analyzing. And I know that we've had some shifts, and Joey's going to be talking about some stuff in the future. But we're looking at how do we expand that. Right now, just to give you a glimpse, we have two lunchrooms. How do we make 1 lunchroom? 2 lunchrooms not cool. Okay, the cool kids in that one and then the cool kids in that one. No, we want to break that away. We want 1 lunchroom in the back. We want nicer colors on the wall, perhaps some TVs, and look at those microwaves, and maybe perhaps look at fridges and things like that, so it's really comfortable for all of you. This is some of the things that we're working on. Now, I'm not going to tell you this is in stone yet, because what I'm going to be doing is I want to create, along with our team, this will be a board that sits upstairs in our office, and it's about 1 foot all the way around this, kind of like this. where anybody in the company can put an arrow and put their suggestions as to what they want and where things should be. And just if you can kindly just initial whoever wrote it, so we can ask, why did you think of moving this like this or this there? Anything of that nature will help us, because you guys are in the environment every day. I'm not, Joey's not, you guys are. So we want to really take a big step, a concerted effort to ensure that we write down what it is, and then with an arrow, and then we can come back to everybody there. So that's kind of the second floor. Now I just want to pass it on to our marketing marvel, Jackson, who is powered by insanity. John?
Sorry, I didn't know it was me. I've only been here for 3 months, but now I go by many aliases, such as Jackson, Jimmy, John, but my name is John, or Jackson. I just want to start by introducing our great marketing team. There we go. So on the left here, we have Melissa, our marketing coordinator.
Speak up.
You have Candy, our graphic designer. And Vicky, our communication specialist. I tell you, I got a great team. It's just been over 3 months I've been here, and it's outstanding. Like Tony said, it's great. The culture's awesome. I feel like I'm playing every day. So if you guys remember the last All Hands meeting, I talked a little bit about branding, amongst other things, a lot of high-level projects. But I touched upon branding. We're going to go a little further into branding today and where Roma's branding will go in the future. Okay, so our brand. Now, what is our brand? Our brand is a visual signal. And the visual signal creates an emotion or triggers an emotion or a connection to that brand. And that emotion should represent what the company or the brand stands for. And I'm sure you all know over the past year there's been a lot of changes. And we feel that it's time that Roma's brand represents those changes. So before I go into the future evolution of the brand, I'd like to bring up Tony to tell us a little bit about the history of the brand.
Thank you, John. So we're going to take you through a little bit about a history of the brand and where it is and where we came from. So John, if you can take us to the history of it.
Doesn't like me today.
There we go. So this was our brand. 1984, John Guerrieri and Nino Tallata created this company, and this was our brand. John, how old were you in 1984?
I was going through my terrible twos.
Okay, and I was 6 years old. So just to give you context, okay, this was our logo. Pretty good logo, right?
Oh, very good. Very ahead of its time. Very clean, sleek, simple.
Perfect. And then we moved to 1999, and we added the ellipse to the logo. And we created a gold and silver shimmer. What do you think about that?
No, it's great. Along that time, the stainless steel silvers were in. It's really good. Adding the ellipse around the circle gave it some validity. I thought it was really nice and sleek.
Awesome. And then in 2004, we further changed our logo. Do you want me to do that? Maybe it likes me.
Yeah.
Let me see if it likes me. What do you guys think? Do you think it likes me? Hey, move, Jack. The rookie. So this is what we've done here is we've added, we've taken out the interior font. We changed the font to Roma Moulding.
Very clean again, very simple. It's a little clearer to read, especially from afar, without the background on the white. Really good, very traditional. I'm sure Pachiti can vouch for this. Brown during this area, very popular.
Perfect.
Right, Michael?
And then moving along, we did 2009 to 2011. We dropped the molding. Pretty simple, right, John?
Yep.
Yeah. So moving along in 2011, we added a brand called Roma Elite, and Roma Elite is our high-end exclusive brand. It's a great brand, and what do you think about that, John?
It's great. Very bold, very elegant, gives you a luxurious feel. Exactly what it states. It represents it very well.
Perfect. And then moving further, we introduced a brand called Roma Living, and Roma Living is essentially our photo frames and our mirrors. So anything created from our core product. Really cool.
No, very cool. I can see that this logo here was designed more towards the 2011. As you can see, very modern, sleek, coming into a trendy mode. So you can kind of see the evolution from coming from top to bottom.
Great. And then so 2011 to present, we've been working with this. So we made it black and just Roma. And that's, what do you think?
It's great. Changing it to a simple color, sleek, timeless, black.
But there's a problem. Not with this. With our identity. So if you start seeing here, there's been challenges. So what we then created was we created a new brand called Simply Roma. And Simply Roma, for all of you out there understand, Simply Roma has been one of the catalysts of our growth for this year and last year, and it continues to really be rooted in our customers. And what do you think of the logo?
Yeah, I know the Simply Roma logo is fantastic. It's, if anything, it's more me, what I like, very modern, contemporary, trendy, sleek, simple, memorable. But what you start to see is the evolution in time, how logos develop, and you're starting to get a little of the brand inconsistency, something that people won't recognize because of the evolution.
So that's why we brought John, right? So then what happens is we have a problem. So we have like Roma Elite, this like amazing high-end brand, very luxury. And we got Simply Roma, very simple, clean, easy to use, fun, box program type of molding. And then we have this. Oh, then we have Roma Living, nice. And then we have a problem. What have you heard, John?
Since I've been here, I've heard the other brand, the one below Elite, above Simply. Classic came across a few times.
Something, the original.
There was nothing identifying the product.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you, I got it.
Okay. All right.
I want to introduce to you right now, never before seen by anybody here at our company, what we now call our new brand, which we now call not the other brand or the middle brand, which we now call oh, I gotta click.
We staged it.
Roma 1. And Roma 1 is the new brand which houses 1,276 items. So it's everything but Simply Roma and Roma Elite, and now called Roma 1. We're going to have some new literature around Roma 1, what it represents, how it can be bought, and all the fun things that roll with that. So very in line with the Simply Roma brand as far as a logo recognition, and we'll show you a little bit more.
So quickly, I just wanted to touch upon our core value number 6, inspire innovation and drive change, and that's something that in marketing we're all about. Obviously, the whole Powered by Insanity, we want to change the world with marketing and design and all the fun stuff. But we felt that it was time. It was time to drive some change and really evolve the Roma brand to align with our company and everything we stand for. So Tony, hit it.
So this is
actually we ask you if all our viewers online, can you turn up your volume?
Yeah. So this is what we've done. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to do this. I've always wanted to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody around, our friends, our neighbors, our partners, our suppliers. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce to you, never seen before, our new identity. And here it is.
Tempo has reached critical
Here it's
level.
coming.
Tempo has reached critical level.
Roma Moulding. This is the new face of our company. So that's a little bit about our brand. We're going to be rolling this out within the next year from now, and it's going to be incredible. So we'll have a whole rebranding underway. I know, John, we're working on an incredible website, which we hope to launch, in early
2013.
Early 2013, and we have so much more in store for you. So I want to pass this on.
You've been doing such a great job with that clicker.
Do you want me to hold this still? Okay, I'm going to be like Vanna White here, okay?
It's perfect.
Okay, so you want to go?
Hit it.
Okay.
All right, so you all know we had our culture contest. What I want to do is announce the winner here today. So here it is. From Western Region Sales Representative Rusty Joyosa. Woo! The recipient of $250 cash.
There we go. And now we'd like to pass the presentation on to the lovely Ammon. There you go, our people manager here at our company. So Ammon, I just want to ask you, are you a little nervous?
A little.
Let's give a round of applause, not to be nervous. You're going to do great. You're awesome.
Hello, Toronto. How are you?
Woo!
Hello, LA, Atlanta, New Jersey, and in the trenches, our sales reps, I say hello. Being on the HR block, I get the opportunity to work with a lot of amazing people. And one of the things that I love about my job here at Roma is recruiting, because that's the one time I get to meet people, hear their stories, and hear why they want to join us, because we are an amazing company. We're here to move, inspire, and wow, and people want to be here. So it's amazing. It makes my job so much easier because they want to be here. To be honest, I sit at my desk, as Tony had said, that my inbox gets flooded with resumes. So it's an amazing time. And with that, I get the privilege to introduce our newest team members. So first off, from Atlanta, Samantha Sparley, welcome to the Roma team. Samantha's from our Atlanta office. Also from Atlanta, I'd like to welcome Roberto. Welcome to Roma, Roberto. And from our sales team, Joanne Garcia, I'd like to welcome you to rejoining the Roma sales team. Welcome, Joanne. And from here, from our head office, welcome to Joe, our credit manager here at Roma. Welcome, Joe. And last but not least, I'd also like to welcome our sales representative from Eastern Region, Stephanie Thibault. Welcome, Stephanie. Roma Hotline. We've actually created a new hotline for our Roma team members. This is for the people. It's a 1-800 toll-free number with extension 311. And what this is for is to give you facility updates. So whether there's a weather condition, if there's an emergency and you're not sure what's happening at your facility, so whether you're in sunny LA or you're here in Toronto, call this toll-free number and dial extension 311 to give you an update on what's happening in your facility. Roma Library. As most of you are aware, our Roma Library has been up and coming, and it's really been growing from something that started with 25 books in my office on a filing cabinet, which has now moved to an actual bookshelf. It's been growing amazing. There's a famous metaphor by Socrates that states that a library is really the delivery place of ideas. It's the birthplace of ideas. It's a place where history comes to life and a place where the future has many possibilities. Here at Roma, we truly believe in our people. We want to move, inspire, and wow. And what better way than having an amazing library set up? We're not going to stop there. So the library is there. It's about 50 books full, but I'm putting out a challenge to each of you today. And my team challenge is that we are going to grow this library by 300 books. And I know we can do it. Can we do it? I know we can. So what's going to happen? It's really easy. A communication is going to go out later this week, and what it's going to explain is we're going to designate a date. It's called Library Check-In Day. Any book that you have at home, please bring it in. Share it with your peers. We want to hear about it. We want to see it. We want to read because we want to move, inspire, and wow. So stay tuned to details. And the best part is, I know we're going to hit this goal, and guess what? Lunch is on Roma. So woo! This is for every facility. With that being said, I'm always on the pursuit for looking new people and new members to our team. With that, we've got some open positions that I want to share with you guys. Our IT team, as you can see here, Fred is very lonely, and he's looking for an IT manager. Our amazing team with Peter and Fred has an open position, and please check out our website for details for the position. You can check out Facebook, LinkedIn, and our career site. Another open position that we have here is in our marketing team. Our senior graphic designer, as you can see here, Candy, part of our marketing team, really needs some help. So let's get a senior graphic designer in here. Please check out our site, check out the posting, and forward the information along to me. We have an amazing team, and we'd love to have you aboard. With that being said, I can't end the presentation but without, talking about the Party Rockers. So what's up, Party Rockers? Our amazing team has been to some great events. We've participated in a 20-minute community makeover that not only helped our community, but also actually we did our part with the environment. So it was great. So thank you to all of those of you that have participated. We were fortunate enough to have the Easter Bunny pay us a visit. Woo! And another great team event, our Roma team attended the Toronto Blue Jays team event. So it was a great event, and the Party Rockers are always up to great, amazing things. We're always looking to move, inspire, and wow. And just a quick update, our next event is on June 11th, which is our International Roma Potluck Day, so I look forward to that. And stay tuned for future events at the next All Hands. Thank you. And I'd like to now pass it on to Tony for our acknowledgements.
Ammon, you did amazing. Amazing job. See, you weren't nervous at all. You make it look so easy. Ammon's been doing an incredible job here at our company. Wouldn't you all agree, everybody? I always ask her one thing when I see her. Ammon, when I hired you on, I said you would never be bored another day in your life. And I'm going to ask you right now, since you started, have you been a second bored? Never, right? And if we do, please let me know. So that was amazing. So I want to do, this is an amazing part of the presentation. It's the special acknowledgements. And I'd like to share some of the acknowledgements from you. So this is by our peers or our customers. They send in these to either Angela, myself, or HR. And this is where we get to really acknowledge some of the amazing human beings here at our company. And the first person I'd like to acknowledge is Felipe Ordaz from LA Warehouse. You may recognize this face. He's been on here a few times, and this is what the customer states. A customer called in to say that the frame he cut was one of the best frames that he's seen, stating that he must have taken extra time to match the corners perfectly and was thrilled at the perfect job he did. Way to go, Felipe! Next is Santino Zatino from our Atlanta warehouse. So this message was sent in anonymously, and here's what was said. He is always going above and beyond to make sure customers leave with a smile on their face. Whether he is cutting molding so it will fit in their car because they've ordered a 10-foot stick and they drive a Prius, well, what are you going to do? Or loading it in for them, he always goes the extra mile, and he always does it with a smile on his face. Way to go, Santino. Thank you very much for going above and beyond every day. And last but not least, you may have seen this lovely man in the hallways here. It's our very own Ross Luizzo. He's our operations manager for Toronto facility head office. And this again was anonymous. And this is what was stated. Ross is an all-around jack of all trades. Anytime someone needs him for something, he is there. He helps out with all the Party Rocker events. Whether he or his team can contribute, he always does it and makes sure it gets done. He's always willing to help. Way to go, Roscoe. Thank you. So with that being said, I usually would conclude this meeting on a powerful note, but I want to share something with you because I told you I was going to have a final note, and I've got one more thing. But before I do that, I want to thank everybody for their time and for their effort. And I'd like to especially thank the team for taking time out of their days to stay here till 8, 9 o'clock at night and making these presentations great for our whole team. If we could just have one round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. And here's what I want to share with you today. And it's a really powerful, riveting video. And I was watching this video on my iPad at home, and it really hit me. And it said, wow, this is really who I get to play with every day. So I want to play this video because who we are as a company is we believe in challenging everything, and we truly believe everything is possible. So I want to leave that right in your mind and enjoy this.
I'm too weak, too slow, too big. I ate too much for breakfast. Got a headache. It's raining. My dog is sick. I can't right now. I'm not inspired. Makes me smell bad. I'm allergic to stuff. I'm fat. I'm thin. It's too hot. I'm not right. I've got shin splints, headache. I'm distracted. I'm exerting myself too much. I'd love to really, but I can't. I just can't. My favorite show is on. I got a case of the Mondays, the Tuesdays, the Wednesdays. I don't want to do this. I'm gonna do something else. After New Year's. Next week. Might make a mistake. I got homework. I feel bloated. I have gas. I got a hot date. My coach hates me. Mom won't let me. I bruise easily. It's too dark. It's too cold. My blister hurts. This is dangerous. Sorry, I don't have a bike. I didn't get enough sleep. My tummy hurts. It's not in my jeans. I don't want to look all tired out. I need a better coach. I don't like getting tackled. I have a stomach ache. I'm not the athletic type. I want to get sweaty. I have better things to do. I don't want to slow you down. I have to do this as soon as I get a promotion. I think I'll sit this one out. and my feet hurt.
So ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you something. If this guy can do it, we can do anything. And on that note, I want to thank you, and I can't wait to see you all again. Thank you very much.